Our cities are not static. They grow. They change, for better or worse. Our cities are where people are heading. And this brings new challenges as they become more crowded, more expensive, and more demanding on our resources. Can cities be a better, happier, more environmentally friendly place to live? We think so. Our vision is to transform the engineering of cities by envisioning radical futures where people are happy, resources are used effectively, and carbon emissions are reduced. Until we understand what we want our cities to look like in the future, though, we can't begin to improve them today.
The Livable Cities project is exploring future livable cities. And what we're doing is interpreting livable in three ways. The first is resource security, so living within our resources as provided by the planet. The second is individual and societal well-being, so we're prioritising well-being within the project. And the third is to minimise the damage to the planet, if you like, looking after planetary well-being. It's clear that doing what we're doing and scaling back simply won't work. If we look incrementally to change the way we operate, then we're destined to fail. And that is a forward-looking view. So what we're trying to do with the Livable Cities is envision a future world where we meet our three criteria and then cast back from there to find out what's stopping us getting there. And that will inform the radical engineering that we will then undertake.
Livable Cities examines urban living through different lenses to see what factors are most important in creating happy, successful, thriving cities. Through these lenses, we can examine the complex nature of a city in terms of social factors, such as well-being, aspirations, and practical things such as getting to work and back. Environmental factors, such as low-carbon living and the use of resources such as energy, water, and food. Economic factors that encourage alternative ways of living, working, playing and interacting in a stable economy. And governance factors, because we need to know what enables policies and regulations to align to allow our growing cities to thrive and be successful. And of course, we need to see if these views can ever be in harmony, because there's no point in radically re-engineering a city to be low carbon and economically viable if it simply isn't the kind of place we love to live in.
Harisal, mobile networks were not operational for the longest period of time. So Microsoft leveraged TV whitespace technology to ensure that using unutilized television spectrum, internet can be provided in Harisal. And once internet came, the villagers started interacting with each other on WhatsApp and Skype. We've hired a program manager who's stationed there to ensure that the people continuously have somebody to reach out to in case they have some feedback to provide or have a grievance to share.
Today, we have smartphones, smart appliances, smart cars, and even smart cities. But our roads are still just roads. But what if our roads of tomorrow could become a digital network, connecting drivers with real-time information, supporting driverless vehicle technology, and providing true connectivity between smart cars and smart cities? Introducing the Smart Pavement System from Integrated Roadways. Factory-built pavement sections, 4 times longer lasting than traditional asphalt pavement. Embedded with digital technology and wireless connectivity to transform ordinary roads into smart roads. Each interlocking smart pavement slab has upgradable digital technology that provides a seamless internet connection to vehicles on the road. Drivers will enjoy real-time information about traffic, road conditions, or accidents. In fact, smart pavement technology can automatically call for help if there's an accident or a vehicle leaves the roadway. Much like the trackpad on a laptop, sensors in the pavement can feel the positions, weights, and velocity of every vehicle on the road, providing superior navigation for Level 4 autonomous vehicles in addition to capturing valuable traffic and usage data. And like a smartphone, the Smart Pavement platform has unlimited potential for third-party applications and services, which means our roads will actually generate income from value-added services. The smart roads of the future will be self-funding and not require tolls or new taxes, enabling us to upgrade public infrastructure without requiring more public money. Smart pavement technology isn't some far-off concept of tomorrow. It's here, today. And Integrated Roadways is already partnering with various state departments of transportation and municipalities to bring our highway system into the 21st century and beyond, turning our roads into smart roads and connecting the smart cities of the future.
A leader in city development, Kigali, the city of urban excellence, offers lifestyle as well as work-life balance. Growth in the city will focus on creating a vibrant and diverse economy, developing affordable homes, conserving nature, providing a sustainable infrastructure, and promoting efficient connections. As the regional financial hub, the city will focus on creating new jobs and businesses. The Muhima CBD will be the hub of the financial and service sector. Local employment opportunities will be developed through initiatives in business centers and logistics. Kigali will enjoy sustainable communities with parks and public facilities close by. With the rejuvenation of many areas within the city, Kigali will have a supply of affordable and comfortable homes. Kigali will have a modern transportation system with a new road network. Public transportation with new BRT lines will make traveling in Kigali a comfortable and seamless experience. Featuring the existing markets of the new financial district, this is the commercial hub of Rwanda. Green transport is promoted by creating cycle lanes and pedestrian walkways. The wetlands and forest will be conserved for future generations to enjoy. Central to this are efficient resource management strategies with planning and foresight. Kigali is securing tomorrow's infrastructure needs today.
Who and what is controlled will always depend on the differences between the two countries along the border. The more they share, the less they need to check. A smart border means it's possible to fine-tune as these differences evolve. Could technology relieve Europe's border headache? The idea is to use it where possible to replace physical border checks. Sweden and Norway have already partly digitized their common border. With 1,600 kilometers, it's the EU's longest land border, and a busy one too. At the Svinesund border bridge alone, almost 500,000 vehicles pass through every single month. Yet there are only 14 manned custom posts in all. How is this possible? In short, through a combination of trust, infrastructure, and technology. Trust is a very fact-based notion here. It means that Norway's standards for most goods mirror those of the EU, as it shares the four freedoms: free movement of goods, services, capital and people. Controls can therefore be kept to a minimum. It also means that the two countries have put in place twin regulations, enabling them to carry out checks in each other's name. The infrastructure includes a 15-kilometer control zone on either side of the border, 66 unmanned crossings in addition to the 14 customs offices, transport permits, and a one-stop shop system for collecting and exchanging data. This brings us to the technology. It combines electronic declarations and risk detection technology, limiting physical checks to those vehicles that don't get the all clear. For example, automatic number plate recognition cameras help to identify suspicious vehicles. Smart scanners speed up controls as they further reduce the number of cars that undergo actual searches. The Sweden-Norway border is currently the gold standard in terms of smart crossing. But could we go the last mile and avoid physical border checks altogether? How do we secure a drive-through border? The groundwork is already in place, and it's actually up in the sky. When using maps on your phone to avoid ending up in France by accident, you can see where you are thanks to GPS. This satellite system can also provide information on where and when a border has been crossed. Other technologies that can track people, cars, and goods include biometric passports, barcodes, smartphone apps, and radio frequency identification, which can track tags attached to objects. When physical controls of goods are required, they can be conducted where they do not hamper the traffic flow, at importers' or exporters' warehouses, for example. By combining all these tools, we can tackle customs formalities without the presence of a border guard. The tech for the secure drive-through borders is already here. We could say it arrived just in time to help Europe adapt to its new geography. Not so long ago, a virtual fence between the USA and Mexico, using a combination of cameras, drones, sensors and radar towers, proved mostly useful for detecting lost cows and jackrabbits, according to an expert. The project was abandoned in 2011 simply because the technology wasn't ready, as stated in a US government report. While we have achieved amazing technological progress in less than a decade, the experiment highlights another very important question. With all this scanning and tracking, how can we ensure the privacy of those crossing borders or just living close to them? To avoid crossing the line into a surveillance state, we need to make sure that the collection of data is ruled by laws, proportionate to the purpose, transparent, limited in time and scope, handled confidentially and accountably. The good news is that these are the basis principles of the EU's GDPR legislation, which governs data privacy across Europe. Any future smart border will need to build on these guidelines. Technology is providing us with the means to enable a new notion of free and safe movement, effectively enlarging that comfort zone. Building the common infrastructure and achieving fact-based trust are the trickier bits of the process, requiring strong cross-border collaboration. We will cross that bridge when we come to it.